Okay, this is the first one of these videos in a little while. I just wanted to show you a alternative way of drawing out your spaces when you've surveyed rooms, rehearsal rooms or venues or whatever. As always, these are meant for the students of the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, but available online for anybody that finds them useful. So when you have surveyed your space and you have your measurements, it may be tempting to go for the wall tool, and it's absolutely fine to go for the wall tool. That is one way of doing it. When you select the wall tool, you have these options here: left control line mode, center control line mode, and right control line mode. These are the only three that we're really interested in. Don't worry about this last one. And actually the center control line mode is less useful and almost never used in what we do. So say I choose the right control line mode, chances are you've surveyed the internal dimensions of the room. So you can see the little arrow there, so it means if I'm drawing lines in this kind of clockwise with the right line as I draw around the clockwise thing, then I am defining the center dimensions of the room. If I choose that right dimension and go anti-clockwise, you'll see that I am defining the outside, which will mean that my floor space will be the thickness of the wall smaller all round. You can define the thickness of the wall in the wall preferences here. I've just got 150 mil thickness, arbitrary thickness here, an unstyled wall. There are options to use all sorts of architectural and construction things, but I just need to define a wall so I can put doors and walls and things into it, rather than telling whether it's plasterboard and brick and all the rest of it. So anyway, that was the right control line mode. If I use the left control line mode, I can define the internal dimensions on it. You can see if I go anti-clockwise, I'm doing the internal dimensions. So there isn't a right and wrong way, just you need to be aware of which one that you're, which way you're drawing, really clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever is natural for you, and make sure that the right or the left control line mode is on. If I want to do some little odd bits, I can add a little curved piece in here, and then I would see that's broken that little bit there as I've done that. I can use the wall join tool to kind of try and sort that out. I want that to be part of. No, I don't. I want that to be part of that. Oh, it's making a mess of it. Well, here's a very good reason why you might want to use a different tool. If anyone's watching on the internet who sees a better way, or sees me making a hash of this and wants to tell me how to do it better, then feel free. Anyway, an alternative way of doing walls is to define the floor space using the Polygon tool. So again, if I copy something similar to what I've drawn here, I could jump to a curve, just move that back over a little bit, jump to a curve there, and then back up to here. There's my closed polyline shape. See, polyline there. The good thing about using this is that if I want to add on a little piece out here using the polyline tool and making sure both are selected using the shift key there, I can add a surface there, or likewise I could chop out what am I on here, radius. I could chop out, that's going to look really strange. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add another bit in. So we're going to make this really weird. Well, actually, no, I will chop it out because that's what I was going to do in the first place. Stick with what you know. There you go. Take that out. That's not going to work as a wall, so I'm going to chop out another little bit there. You should really plan these things rather than just clip surface, rather than just going there. That probably will work. Anyway, that's quite a complicated shape. If you were drawing that with the wall tool, I'm sure you can see how that would be very difficult. Other good things about this is we can change sizes, and squash it in a bit, squash it out a bit, see if we can make that a little bit better. Much easier to manipulate the shape using the 2D polyline tool and add and clip surfaces. Once you've defined your floor space, then what you want to do is modify, make sure it's selected, modify, create objects from shapes. And the object type is a big list here, but walls is right in the bottom. Now the left or center or right offset were those control line modes that we saw previously in the walls tool. Probably don't want center, and the left or right will depend which way we've drawn this. So if I choose left, I can also delete the source shapes, which will get rid of this floor if you like, or I can leave it. If I choose walls and left, then OK, and it will draw the wall around the outside of the floor space that I defined there. There's a little glitch here. Hopefully we might be able to fix that using the wall drawing tool. And then there's the original shape, which I can either delete or leave. So anyway, yeah, there's a quick alternative, possibly an easier way of defining your spaces rather than trying to use the wall tool. Hope that was useful. If you've got any comments, please add them to the bottom of this video. Thanks very much. I'll try and post more of these up over the next coming weeks and into term. Thanks all.